my child. I am the Lord your God, and I know you are busy now. But I ask you to pay complete attention to these lines, because it is a matter of your life. The enemy is trying to do something that could harm you, and I am here to save you and guide you towards the right direction. My child, if you won't pay attention to these words, then prepare for your farewell on this day. Type I am alert if you are alert to the signs I send you through several channels, dreams, and even numbers on your clock. Child, I love you, and I don't want you to fall into the evil tactics of the enemy or the people who are working for the devil. There are some people around you that are influenced by the devil, and they are moving in darkness, seeking to pull you away from my light. Their whispers may seem harmless, their intentions disguised, but do not be deceived. The enemy is cunning, relentless, and prowling like a lion, seeking whom he may devour. But I am your shield, your refuge, your fortress. I, the Lord your God, am calling you to stand firm in my truth, to remain rooted in my word, for there lies your salvation. Look closely, my child. Look at the hearts of those around you. Some of them are not what they appear to be. They smile to your face but plot behind your back. Their hearts are filled with malice, their hands ready to act against you, and they will come in forms that seem familiar, but they are not of me. These are agents of darkness who have surrendered themselves to the enemy's deceit, and they are waiting for you to falter, to fall into their traps. Do not walk blindly, child, for the hour is near. Do you not feel it, my child? The spiritual battle that rages around you, the forces of heaven and hell colliding for your soul. You are at the center of this battle, and every moment you live, every choice you make, reverberates through the spiritual realm. Angels are fighting for you. Demons are plotting against you. But know this, child, the enemy has no power that I have not already conquered. On the cross I defeated him once and for all, and the victory is already yours if you will just hold fast to me. I see the fear in your heart, the uncertainty. You wonder if you are strong enough, if you are worthy of my protection, my love. Listen to me, child. You are mine. You are chosen, set apart, and I love you with a love so fierce, so deep, that nothing can ever separate you from it. Not the enemy, not the people he uses, not even your own doubts and failures. My love for you is unshakable, and I will never leave you nor forsake you. But you must act, child. You must rise up in the authority I have given you. Do not be passive in this fight. The enemy is counting on your hesitation, your doubt, your distraction. But I have equipped you with everything you need to stand against him. My word is your sword. My spirit is your strength. Pray without ceasing, and I will give you discernment to see through the lies, the manipulation, the deception. For I am not a God of confusion, but of clarity and truth. I have watched over you since the day you were born, guiding your steps, protecting you from dangers seen and unseen. There were times you should have been lost, but I kept you. There were moments when the enemy tried to destroy you, but I thwarted his plans. My hand has been upon your life, and it is upon you still. Do not think for a moment that I have forgotten you, or that I am unaware of what you are facing. I know every detail, every scheme of the enemy, and I will not allow him to have victory over you if you remain faithful to me. But child, the choice is yours. I have given you free will, and you must decide whether to walk in obedience to me, or to be swayed by the temptations and lies of this world. The enemy will offer you shortcuts, promises of power, pleasure, and ease. But these are empty promises, leading only to destruction. My way may be narrow and difficult, but it leads to life, eternal life. Do not trade the eternal for the temporary, the holy for the profane. I am speaking to you now with urgency because the time is short. The day is approaching, and with it comes a turning point, a moment of decision that will echo through the rest of your life. You cannot afford to ignore this warning. The enemy is setting his traps even now, but I am giving you eyes to see, ears to hear, and a heart of wisdom. Trust me, and I will lead you through this valley of shadows and into my glorious light. Do not be afraid, my child. Fear is not from me. I have not given you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. Stand on this truth. Fear is the enemy's tool to paralyze you, to keep you from stepping into the fullness of what I have for you. But I say to you today, fear not, for I am with you. I will never leave you nor forsake you. You are never alone, not for a single moment. My presence surrounds you, my angels encamp around you, and I am fighting for you. Prepare yourself, my child, not just physically but spiritually. Cleanse your heart of anything that does not honor me. Repent of any sin that has crept into your life, for the enemy will try to use these open doors against you. Close them now by coming to me in humility and asking for my forgiveness. I am faithful and just, and I will cleanse you from all unrighteousness. My child, I am the Lord your God, and I want you to understand this truth. I have the final say over everything. From the foundation of the earth until its very end, I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. Nothing exists outside of my will. Nothing happens without my permission, and no power in heaven or on earth can challenge my authority. I am sovereign over all things, and my plans will always prevail. You must understand that no matter how tumultuous the world around you may seem, I hold it all in my hands. The nations rise and fall at my command. The seasons change by my design, and the very breath in your lungs is there because I have ordained it. You do not need to fear anything, for I, the Lord, am in control. The winds and the waves obey my voice. The mountains bow before me, and the stars stay in place because I hold them. Fear has no place in the heart of my children, for my perfect love casts out fear. I have not given you a spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind. Let your heart be still in the knowledge that I am with you, that I have gone before you, and that I stand as your rear guard. When the enemy comes against you like a flood, I will raise up a standard against him. Do not be afraid, for I will fight your battles. The victory has already been won through my Son, Jesus Christ, and the enemy's power over you has been broken. But my child, while you do not need to live in fear, this does not mean that you should ignore the warnings I give you. I am a loving Father, and like any good father, I give warnings not to frighten you but to protect you. These warnings are my gift to you, my way of preparing you for what is to come. When I speak, it is because I see what you cannot see. I know the future, and I know the plans that the enemy has set in motion. Even when you cannot see the storm on the horizon, I can, and I send you these warnings so that you will be ready, so that you will be equipped to stand firm when the time comes. You may look around and think, I do not see any danger. I do not feel the urgency, but child, your perception is limited. You are seeing with earthly eyes, but I am calling you to see with spiritual eyes. My perspective is eternal, and my knowledge is infinite. The things that are hidden from you are fully visible to me. Trust in my wisdom, trust in my word, even when you cannot see the immediate need for it. Faith is trusting in what you cannot see, and I am asking you to walk by faith, not by sight. The warnings I give are not to be taken lightly. Every word that proceeds from my mouth is power. It carries weight. It is living and active, sharper than any two-edged sword, able to cut through the lies of the enemy, able to bring light into the darkest places. Just because you do not see something happening at this very moment, it does not mean that my word has no value. My child, every word I speak carries the authority of heaven. When I warn you, it is not to create panic, but to give you the chance to realign yourself with my will, to prepare your heart, and to shield yourself from what the enemy is plotting. The devil is always seeking to undermine my plans for your life. He is crafty, and he will use any opportunity, any open door, to bring destruction. But when you heed my warnings, you close those doors. You fortify yourself in my strength. You build a hedge of protection around your life, your mind, and your heart. Do not ignore these divine warnings simply because you cannot yet see the danger. Trust that I am protecting you from things unseen, from battles you are unaware of, from spiritual attacks that are forming against you. Do not let complacency settle into your spirit. The enemy thrives when my people grow complacent, when they become comfortable and inattentive to the spiritual war raging around them. He would have you believe that nothing will happen, that you are safe without me, that you can coast through life without paying attention to my voice. But do not be deceived, child. The enemy is relentless, and though his power is broken, he still seeks to devour those who are unaware, those who let their guard down. This is why I speak to you. This is why I send you warnings, not to instill fear, but to wake you up from spiritual slumber. There are things happening right now in the heavenly realms, in the spiritual places that your eyes cannot see, that will manifest in your life if you are not vigilant. The enemy is laying traps, but I am giving you the tools to avoid them. Listen to me, for my words are a lamp unto your feet and a light unto your path. They will guide you through the darkness, and they will keep you from stumbling. The world may tell you to ignore the unseen, to trust only in what you can touch, taste, and feel. But I am calling you to something higher. I am calling you to trust in me, the one who knows all things, who sees all things, who controls all things. Even if you cannot comprehend why I give certain warnings, trust that my wisdom far surpasses your understanding. I am not bound by time or space. I know what is coming. I see the beginning and the end all at once. I am preparing you, child, for things that are beyond your current understanding, but soon you will see that every word I have spoken is true. When the time comes, when the things I have warned you about begin to unfold, you will remember my words. You will look back and realize that I had already given you everything you needed to stand firm, to resist the enemy, and to come through victorious. I do not leave my children unprepared. I do not send you into battle without first equipping you with the armor you need. I am the God who sees ahead, the God who provides, Jehovah Jireh. I provide not only your physical needs, but also your spiritual strength, your emotional resilience, your mental clarity. Everything you need to walk in victory has already been given to you through me. But you must heed my voice. You must take seriously the things I tell you. Do not let the enemy lull you into a sense of false security, thinking that because you do not see the threat now, you are safe. No, child, your safety is in me, in my word, in my presence. The enemy is always looking for a foothold, always seeking an opening. But when you stand firm in my word, when you build your life on the rock of my truth, the enemy's schemes are powerless against you. Remember, child, that even when you cannot see the future, I am already there. I have gone before you and I have made a way. I know every obstacle, every trial, every challenge that you will face, and I have already provided the solution. There is no need to fear, for I am with you every step of the way. But trust in me enough to take heed when I warn you. Trust in me enough to prepare when I tell you to prepare. Your obedience to my warnings is not an act of fear, but an act of faith. Faith in my sovereignty, faith in my goodness, faith in my love for you. I do not desire harm for you, I desire to prosper you, to give you a future and a hope. But that future is found in walking according to my word, in trusting in my timing, in obeying my voice, even when the path is unclear. I am the good shepherd, and I lead my sheep with care. I will never lead you astray, but you must follow me closely. The warnings I give are not just about immediate threats, they are also about preparing you for the greater things I have in store for you. Sometimes the challenges you face are meant to strengthen you, to refine you, to prepare you for the next level of glory that I am calling you to. Do not despise my correction, child, for it is in my correction that you find growth. It is in my warnings that you find protection. It is in my guidance that you find direction for your life. So, my beloved, do not ignore the warnings I send. Even if you do not see the danger, I see it, and I am shielding you from it. Do not let pride or doubt cause you to dismiss my words. Every word that comes from my mouth is a treasure, a gift, a lifeline. Hold on to it. Let it sink deep into your heart. Let it guide your steps. For in my words you will find life. In my words you will find peace. In my words you will find the strength to overcome every obstacle the enemy places in your path. You are my child, and I am your father. I love you with an everlasting love, and I will always be with you, guiding you, protecting you, and speaking to you. Listen to me, and you will walk in victory. Heed my warnings, and you will overcome. Trust in me, and you will see that I am the Lord who holds your life in my hands, and nothing can take you from my grasp. Your prayers, child, are more powerful than you realize. When you pray in my name, all of heaven moves. The enemy trembles when you call on my name, for he knows that he has already been defeated. Speak my name over your situation, over your life, over your future. Speak it with authority, for you are my child, and I have given you the power to trample on snakes and scorpions, to overcome all the power of the enemy, and nothing will harm you. But heed this warning, child, if you do not take this seriously. If you ignore my voice, then the consequences will be severe. The enemy is relentless, and if you open the door to him, he will not hesitate to destroy all that I have built in your life. Do not let pride, stubbornness, or complacency be your downfall. Humble yourself before me, and I will lift you up. Obey my voice, and I will deliver you from the snare of the enemy. But remember, child, this is not a day to fear, but a day to be prepared. It is a day of reckoning, but it can also be a day of breakthrough, of victory, of deliverance. The outcome depends on your response to my word, to my warning. Choose life. Choose me, and you will see my power move in ways you never imagined. I love you, my child, with an everlasting love. I have plans for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope in a future. But you must trust me. You must follow me, even when the path seems uncertain. I am the good shepherd, and I will lead you beside still waters. I will restore your soul. Follow me, and you will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Do not delay, my child. The time is now. This is approaching, and with it comes a shift, a turning point. Be ready. Be vigilant. I am with you, and I will never leave you. But you must choose to walk with me, to trust me, to obey me. If you do, you will see my hand move mightily in your life. If you don't, then prepare for your farewell. This is not a message of doom, but of love. It is a call to arms, a call to stand firm in the faith, to resist the enemy, and to walk in the victory that I have already secured for you. I am for you, not against you. I am your God, your Savior, your protector. Trust in me, and you will not be shaken. I am the Lord your God, and I am speaking to you now. Listen, obey, prepare. The time is near. I love you, my child, and I am with you always. But understand that this battle is not merely external. Child, it is a war that begins in the heart, a battle for your soul, your mind, your purpose. The enemy will attempt to plant seeds of doubt, confusion and fear within you, but I, the Lord, am with you to uproot those seeds before they take root. I know the struggles you face, the temptations that whisper in the dark corners of your mind. They come like a flood, but I am your dam, your stronghold. I will not let the waters overtake you. When you feel overwhelmed, turn to me, and I will give you rest. When the enemy presses in, seek refuge in my name, for it is a name above all names. There is no power in heaven or on earth or under the earth that can stand against me. You are not meant to fight this battle alone, my child. I have sent you help from heaven, and even now my angels stand at the ready to assist you in this fight. But they wait for your command, for the words that release them into action. Speak my word over your life, over your family, over your destiny, and watch as the heavens respond. You are not powerless, you are armed with the authority of the Most High God. Use it wisely, use it with confidence, and use it frequently. The time for silence has passed. It is time to speak life, to speak truth, to speak victory. And know this, child, I am not a distant God watching from afar. I am Emmanuel, God with you, in the midst of your struggles, your fears, your battles. I am walking beside you, holding your hand, carrying you when you are too weak to carry yourself. My love for you is not conditional on your strength, your perfection, or your performance. It is based on my nature, my character, and my promise. I will never fail you.